Hello everyone, this is Anurag Ray from PestRemovalWarrior.com, and today I will be answering another question, that is, why can't we catch flies? The flies are extremely fast, and in most of the cases that you will see that you are missing the flies, and it's become very frustrating when you are trying to catch a fly and the fly is annoying you and you are trying to catch them and yet you are not able to catch them, and obviously that becomes very frustrating. So in order to know why that happens in most of the cases, you need to understand how the biology of the flies work. And before we get started, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can receive updates about my videos when it is uploaded, and along with that help my channel grow. The brain can store 7 times more information in a second compared to that of humans. As a result, they can see time in a much slower way because they are storing so much information. So let's say if you are trying to capture it with your hand, it may be looking fast to you, but flies are actually seeing it in a slow motion. As a result, they are able to dodge it very easily. Apart from that, flies' eyes are very advanced and they are able to see in almost all of the directions at once. Even though they are sitting in a particular position, they are able to see at the back side, at the up, at the front, at all of the sides. So this gives them a comprehensive details about the whole of the environment, and it becomes very difficult to capture insect or capture anyone that has like no blind spot. It becomes very difficult to capture them, and that gives them another big plus point, along with the slow motion features that they have, that allows them to slow the time. So you just see this time in a much slower way, no matter what you are trying to do. That being said, there are also exceptional people who are actually able to capture fly. Now, the fly can still be captured even though they have these kind of specialities, but they need to confuse the fly in certain way. Now, the flies are obviously they know how to evade those most of your movements because they are so fast. Obviously, your fastest movement may not be so fast to them, but there are also many people out there who actually captures flies with ease. Now, the trick over here is to confuse the flies. You do certain movement, you move your hands in a certain way that actually confuses the fly. And along with that, there is also another trick, that is, if you are able to increase your reflex time, if you are able to increase your speed, hand speed, and if you are able to increase your reflex time, then of course you are able to capture your flies with your hand. This is actually applicable to most of the martial artists out there who practice martial art. If you see them, their normal reflexes are much higher than us. Their punching speeds are much higher than us, and they are actually, most of the martial artists can actually capture a fly. This has been a norm in many martial art traditions, that they actually focus on the surroundings and then they try to capture the fly. And if they are able to capture it, that means they are able to attain a certain degree of mastery over their speed, over their concentration. So this makes them that human can actually train themselves so far that even the fly may not be able to evade from the when you are trying to capture them. But for a normal person, it becomes very difficult. Even for me, I have tried a couple of times, and it feels like I already captured the fly. But in most of the cases, let's say 99% of the times, I missed the flies. There are only a few times when I was using a newspaper, and the newspaper was, it was open. I didn't actually fold it to smash the fly, but it was open, and I smashed the fly with that, and at least 10 or 2 out of 10 actually I got the hit, because because of the surface space. Even if the fly is able to see that the newspaper is coming toward in the slow motion, they won't be able to dodge it because the space is too much. And if they somehow react a little bit lately, then they will obviously get trapped and they will get killed because of the newspaper. But if you're trying to roll the newspaper and then you are trying to kill the fly, then it becomes difficult, because of course in that case the space is less, the fly may be able to evade it. And most of the cases when the fly is actually evading from you, you may not be able to see them because they are so fast. And after you hit them, then you will be able to notice that haven't been killed, because you don't really see when they are living in most of the cases. There are exceptions, but most of the cases you will miss them out when you are hitting them. But if you have a book, you can also use a book, a thick book, and also you can use a newspaper, which keep the newspaper open and then heat it. Make it two folds and then heat it. Don't completely fold it and make it a roll, but keep it open and then heat it. That will increase the chances by many fold. This is also not absolute, but of course this works much better compared to the other techniques. And there are also people who can capture flies just by using two of their fingers, and they can usually do it because they have mastered some strategies that I don't really know how they do it, but they can actually do it, and then they can capture the fly. I had a personal experience from this, and I had a tutor, a drawing tutor, who used to come into our house and used to teach how to draw. And he could kill flies just by pricking his fingers. I mean, it was really amazing to see how he was doing it. But there was like out of 10, he could actually kill like 8 times. So means it was an extremely high probability. And how he used to do that, I don't really know. I have tried it a couple of times by myself, but it didn't really work out for me. But he was able to do it with ease. Like he was lying down, and you see that the fly is coming towards him, and he just flicked his finger, and it was like dead. It was like the fly was usually used to fly, and even when the fly was flying, and then also he could actually kill them. And when it was sitting, then obviously the chances was much higher, because it takes little bit of time to take off even for the fly. But when they are already in the motion, it becomes much easier to dodge. But when they are taking off, it becomes takes a little bit of time, and with that, my teacher was able to kill them very easily. But even when the fly was flying, he was still able to kill them. I don't know how he actually did that, but he did that in every single time. It was really amazing to see how he was doing that. I obviously tried to master the skill, but it didn't work out for me, and still till date I still can't do it like he did. I did it 1 or 2 times, but obviously the chances of failure are much higher compared to chances of success. So of course it doesn't work for me. So that's it for this video. I hope this video helped you, and if you really like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And I'm uploading 2 videos every single week, that is on Monday and Friday. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can receive updates about my video when it is uploaded. Thank you.